Alright, so this is my favorite tent of all time, the Big Agnes Fly Creek UL1, the original, and I've had it 5 years. It's been on an obscene amount of camping trips, whether it be just out of a car or on the front of my mountain bike, in the back of my backpack, or in the pannier of my motorcycle. It's literally done everything. I love it. It goes up super fast. It weighs nothing. It's just been super awesome. But after 5 years, this sack's getting a little holes in it. Not a big deal, but a lot of that was from the front of the handlebars. Colorado Trail 2 times. But now the floor of it has got a couple holes. I didn't use the footprint until probably year 4 of having it 5 years. So by the time I noticed holes starting to show up, I decided to start using the footprint a little too late. Not that it affects anything really. It still stays perfectly dry. So I do not need a new tent at all because this thing could go another 5 years. But for my birthday, Moose Jaw box, that's right. We've got the Big Agnes Fly Creek HV High Volume UL1 Bikepack tent. So this thing is supposed to be specifically designed for bike packers, and it's supposed to have a lot of little features. There are other much better videos than mine on it, but I wanted to weigh these right out of the box and see the weight difference of the two, my well-soiled Fly Creek, and then go outside and put them up and see what they look like side by side. I'm super stoked on this. Even if it's slightly heavier, I don't care because the bag's supposed to be heavier duty and you don't get the holes and stuff. So either way, these are both ultra light tents, and Big Agnes is extreme quality. And I'm sure if I sent it back to them with these little holes, they'd probably patch it up, but it's not even worth my time because they don't affect anything. So let's unpack these and see what they weigh. This is just the footprint. I got the footprint for sure right off the bat because the Bikepack tent has a fast fly option, which I'm really stoked to try out. You can essentially use the poles with a footprint, throw the fly over it, and have an ultra light setup. Moose Jaw. It's not a commercial. They are an awesome company. Moose Jaw. Oh yeah, I forgot I ordered this. It's the little, probably overpriced little netting thing that goes up in the tent to hold your gear and stuff. I'm probably not gonna really review that. It's super simple, gear loft. This is the tent footprint, crazy ultralight. We'll leave it like that. This one has the footprint. I've already wrapped it up in the tent, so the footprint is in here. Yes, there it is. Boom, look at that. It's already set up here, handlebars. It looks like they got the poles actually separate from the tent. But look at the size difference on that. And this one I think is gonna be lighter, but look at the pack size difference. Oh my word, that's awesome. So let me cut these tags off because I'm not sending this sucker back. I don't think they've got anything extra in here, so we're just gonna weigh them just like this. Except I'll actually weigh these together, since to be fair, I've got footprints on both. So I'm using the US Post Office weighing scale. You can't get more accurate than that, right? I have no idea. So the original, with dirt and grime and everything, weighs in at 2 pounds, 4.5 ounces. 2 pounds, 4.5 ounces. Very respectable. New sucker 2 pounds, 13 ounces. Pretty negligible on my part. If you're gonna be a weight weenie, which let's be honest, if we have the Fly Creek UL1, we're weight weenies. Let's just be honest with ourselves. I'll lose this. Nobody needs this extra weight. Come on, man. So, down to 212, see what I'm saying? And I'm just looking at it right off the bat, I can probably lose this, the bag specifically for the poles, and put the poles inside the tent. So we do stuff like that, save ounces. So far, awesome, super stoked. Let's go set these suckers up. All right, so here's the 2 tents set up. You can visibly tell the HV, the high volume, is just a little taller. But man, setting them up, it just feels like your old friend right back again. So similar, and just the way they go up. Obviously they're both Fly Creek, but and I did it quick, so don't judge me on how taut or not taut they are. But one of the things I noticed putting them up, it's probably part of the HV, is, if you can tell, the back part just kind of goes straight up before it goes over, so it just gives your feet back there a little more room. You totally can't tell, but I could tell. The old friend, super simple. I just kind of pulled the sides out. You can stick a lot of gear under these on the sides of your shoes or whatnot. Oh, this came undone. There, a little more taut. So the first thing, other than the size, that I notice is zippers. This is good enough. I mean, shoot, I never complained about it. But the new and improved has kind of like the Osprey style loop, making it a little easier to open. So we'll see the new improvements already. Oh, look at that! A front porch! Part of the reason I really wanted this footprint. So the old one didn't have that. I didn't put the footprint under this one because it completely, see already, just gets covered by the tent. You can tell the old one, I mean, it was good enough. You could stick your whole pack right there and have it out of the rain. It would stay dry for the most part. I mean, really, it really was a good design. But let's go ahead and open the old one up just so you can see. Really? So there's the old timer. Many good nights in there, but super simple. I'll still use this thing, or at least loan it to buddies or whatever. But look at this. Oh, and I already put my helmet in here because it was designed to have space for your helmet, and it's got a little strap in there to hold it in case you don't have the fly to hold it down. It's got a strap to it. Dude, it's just, they thought of everything. It's so awesome. Again, cool little openers. Open so easy. Look how clean. Of course, that little piece back there is like a pole mender piece. If you break a pole on the trail, you have a little piece to mend it. And then that is like a little shelf for your gear. Throw your shoes in there. I probably wouldn't have put them on the sides, but your gloves, camelback, whatever. But that's a game changer back there. It's worth the 10 ounces or whatever we decided it was. But also, don't count that weight, because already with this stuff I can see just little pieces I can do without. And they had like plastic packaging and rubber bands and stuff, which a few ounces probably. Another thing is, like, if it's not gonna rain, throw your gloves and stuff out here to air dry so you're not smelling it inside your tent. But then again, if it's not gonna rain and it's not gonna do that heavy, then I wouldn't have the fly on to begin with. But so far, super stoked. So yeah, you can kind of see the size difference. I think the extra height is going to be nice. I'm a taller dude, 6'2". Not that the other one was a problem, but you know, it'd be nice. Right, Dean? Right. Alright, so one more thing, and the showstopper. What's that over there? I've removed the whole tent. So this is half the reason I bought the thing. Fast fly setup. Can't do it with this one, or at least the footprint wasn't capable of setting it up like this, but I have the footprint and the fly, saving me all that weight and time. I know it's not that much, but I honestly think I'm going to use this quite a bit, because let's open it up. Look at that. Still got your little porch out front. And honestly, if the bugs aren't bad, if you're not in Oklahoma in the swamp, this is the setup, man. You don't really need that other. And I had looked at going super ultralight and just getting a tarp to do like a tarp tent. But to be honest, those companies need to be doused with water with the prices they want to charge for just a tarp, whenever I can get this set up and have poles and everything, plus the footprint and plus the option to do a full tent. I mean, the versatility of this is just insanely more for your money than what those tarps offer. So I can do pretty much anything with this. I could probably figure out a way to just not even use the poles if I needed to, but it's lightweight and I'm not a lightweight, so I can be a weight weenie to a point, but what's the point? Anywho, that's super awesome. I should point out that with the footprint, with the Fast Fly, the little stakes go out a little further. What we call these is through hiker landmines, because as we know, if you're traveling by bikepacking, you get to the campsites first. So what happens is it's getting dusk and the through hikers need a place to stay, and they try to crash your camp. And since you're a super nice bro, you let them camp with you. Well, they're tired and they're stumbling around, and they're gonna stumble around and trip on your stuff. And anyways, the less those things are sticking out, the better for that reason. Because obviously we bikepackers arrive to the camp fresh and ready to keep moving. So anyway, I'm super stoked with this purchase, and I'm gonna try out this for sure. Anywho, onward and upward.